Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here in another video on the east side of Las Vegas. I wanted to show you this though. I showed you this in an earlier video, but I want to show it to you again. This is Fullstone Way, F-U-L-S-T-O-N-E, one word. And you can see this neighborhood here. This actually came into me as a recommendation from a viewer. See the F-150 right here on our right with no tag. There are so many vehicles in this town with no tags. It is an epidemic. And I swear our tax dollars just go straight down to the Strip and Fremont. You know, if anything goes on, you go down to Fremont Street and you see some of our videos down on Fremont Street especially, but the same is certainly true down on Las Vegas Boulevard, down on the Strip. There are police just standing around. They have marshals down there, and I understand the marshals are for city property and city limits only. But you go down to the Strip and there's Clark County down there, the Metro PD, just standing around waiting for something to happen. And when something does happen, should something happen, they respond in a jiffy. Out here, in the burbs, you're lucky if you can get them to come at all. If they do, it's 2 or 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours after you've called. I see a lot of reports from people in on Ring who tell me that all the time. Look at this guy, he's gonna come flying through the, I don't think so. Not, okay, he's turning right there. I'm like, no, you're gonna bottom out coming in here that hard and fast. Or should I say that fast and furious? A lot of vehicles in an inoperative state in this neighborhood here. And you know, the criminal elements, they know this. They know that, you know, the police, they're just not around. We have what I believe is a reactive police force. There's proactive policing has gone the way of the dinosaur. Why are you stopping? You just don't see it anymore. It's kind of like the fire department, right? The fire department comes out, will react to an event. But for the fire department to be proactive, that's difficult, right? How do they know where the next fire is going to be? I think the police department has adopted that same mentality, in my humble opinion. They're just like, well, we don't know where the next crime's going to be and we can't be everywhere, so we'll just react to it. And that's if we have enough people on the street. You have plenty of people on the street, although we could certainly use more. I'm not saying that we're sufficiently staffed. Don't get me wrong, I know we're understaffed. But when you see 10, 15 cops at one traffic stop, I'm sorry, I'm on a rant today. It's frustrating. You know, people say, I see people telling me all the time they got robbed. You know, they called the police. Police never bothered coming out. Their house was burglarized. You know, stuff like that. You know, they feel like their home, their castle, has been sullied. And you know, that to get that peace of mind back, it somewhat helps when the cops do come out, right? I think. $3.35 a gallon for regular unleaded cash price over here at the Union 76 gas station on the right. $3.35 also at the Arco. And then you have a Jack in the Box over here. Jack in the Box is a fast food burger joint for our international viewers who may not be aware. There it is right there. They have some pretty clever commercials as well, with a giant, I guess, clown wearing a big clown head. Artificial round white clown head on his real head. This is Owens Avenue. Owens, a major east-west artery here on the north side of Las Vegas. Got the green light here. Taco Tuesday. There's a taco truck over here on our right as well. I guess if you really want good police coverage, you're gonna have to live down on the Strip. Maybe one of those condos down there. They're at like Veer Towers or Allure condos, Sky condos. Those are all condo towers down on the Strip. But then, do you really need police protection when you have, you know, a front door or whatever, you know, security at your, you know, because you're paying $1,000 a month or whatever that is for the Futuro Academy, East Las Vegas right there, for your HOA. This is a CVS, it looks like, here on the right, that is now closed. When they start closing drugstores, things are not good. Things are not going well. When people are not able to get their drugs, that neighborhood is in bad shape. So we continue southbound here on Lamb. This is the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, over here on the right. The Vice President of the United States would come over here and do campaign stops at this facility. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Looks like the construction has ended now. Come up to the light here at Bonanza Road, another major east-west artery here on the east side of Las Vegas for the most part. Cell phone repair, Panda Express. It's a fast food Chinese place. For our international viewers that might not be aware, wireless toys in with cell phone repair. And then a Circle K over here on the right. $3.45 for credit gasoline per gallon. $3.35 at Arco there for the cash price. Smog, look at the smog. Don't get me started on the smog. Still heading southbound here on Lamb. So here in Clark County and Washoe County, which is where Reno is, the two most populous counties in the state of Nevada, we are required every year to get our cars smogged in order to get our registration renewed, our car registration renewed. There are 17 counties in Nevada. We are the only 2 counties required to do the smog testing. The other 15, nah. Because smog knows, right, when it comes out of your tailpipe or whatever, or however it's being generated, it knows when it hits the county line. It says, I can't go any further than this county line, so I need to go back. I need to go back into the county. Now passing Stewart Avenue, another major east-west artery here on the east side of Vegas. I know I need to go back over to my side of the county line. I cannot go into, let's say, Nye County, NYE, which is actually a huge county. That's where Area 51 is actually located, I believe. Unless it stretches west of there into like Esmeralda County. You can see these neighborhoods here on the east side of Las Vegas, along Lamb Boulevard. Coming up to the light here at Charleston Boulevard. A lot of calls for police service in this area. I see it on Ring and crime mapping a lot of the time. $3.61 a gallon for regular unleaded now. See, we've gone up in price. That's what, 26 cents a gallon it went up. Big 5 Sporting Goods over here on our right, next to a Home Depot and an El Super. That is a Latino grocery store. Taco Bell, Walmart Neighborhood Market over here. That's the little Walmart grocery store. As we continue southbound on Lamb. Golden Corral Buffet and Grill here on the right. The buffets are also quickly becoming a thing of the past here in Vegas, although Golden Corral, bears mentioning, is a chain, national chain, but it's one of the few places you can go to get a buffet nowadays outside of the, let's say, the Strip. And even when you're on the Strip, you're going to pay $80 for a buffet. So it's like Caesars. We're going to make a right here onto Wyoming Avenue. Yeah, the buffets here are not cheap. Bacchanal buffet, I think that's what it's called, the one at Caesars. I've never been, simply because I know I won't eat $80 worth of food. I mean, unless I was like, there's a car with no tag on it. Unless I was stocking up for groceries for the week, then sure, I'll do that. Old Pontiac over there on the left side. Pontiac 6000 LE. Yeah, there's been this haze or smog kind of hanging over the city all week. If you've watched our Las Vegas Strip View live look-ins, you'll know that we do those every day, at noon and at sunset, and the smog has been really thick, even with the wind blowing in different directions. It's been out of the north, the east, the southeast. It's all over the place. We're gonna come up here to Sand Hill, and we're gonna make a left, but I want to show you this. Check this out. Where do you think they're getting these power tools, etc.? Where do you think all that stuff's coming from? Well, we've got cash for diabetes strips there being advertised. Mandarins, $5 it says there. All of this right along the side of the Interstate 11 highway. Oh, and they're selling stuffed animals. Why not? Come get a stuffed animal with your power tools here on the east side of Las Vegas. And I get comments from people who tell me all the time, this goes on in LA, why are you making a big deal about this? I'm not making a big deal, it's just that this is Las Vegas, and a lot of people that visit here have no clue, no idea what's going on outside of the Strip corridor. And I think, in my opinion, the city leaders probably prefer it that way. That no one knows. Because it might keep people away. It might scare them. They're like, well, people do this in LA. This is how they live in LA. But LA isn't solely dependent on tourism like this town is. You take the tourism away from this town, we're little more than Bakersfield, California. It is the tourism that keeps this town going. We'll pause it here for a moment. Got the green light here at Sahara and Sandhill, so we're going to go ahead and proceed across Sahara and show you these folks in here. Again, living right here on the embankment of the interstate. All sorts of little encampments in here along Sandhill. Make this right onto Glen Avenue. Someone selling stuff out in front of their house there. And you can see the strip buildings here ahead of us in the distance there on the horizon. We're going to make a left here onto Stratford Avenue. Lovely wall tagged up there. I want to thank you all so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and on TikTok. It helps recommend us to other viewers on YouTube and TikTok. It also helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other viewers here on YouTube and TikTok. But also check out our merch available. The Vegas Don logo on top of the Las Vegas Strip skyline. Made and designed by my, not made, but designed by my beautiful wife, Logan. And heartfelt thanks from all of us here at the Vegas Don channel. Again, I would not be here without you, and I thank you so very, very much for your support. Thank you for being part of this channel and liking, subscribing, and sharing, spreading the word of us to your friends and family. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time, folks.